Section 144 CRPC imposed in More town by district administration to prevent imminent dangers, major public nuisance. Angry residents enforce indefinite blockade along Yairipok Nongpok Kaitelmanbi Road as authorities fail to fulfill demand. At least 4 people injured in multi-vehicle pileup on Mumbai-Pune Expressway. Truck hits at least 12 vehicles. And Chief Minister inaugurates Agri-Horti Expo for organic and indigenous products of Manipur and buyer-seller meat. Hello and welcome. You're watching IS English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself, and get vaccinated to ward off the virus. Now the news in a bit more detail. Tension gripped Churachandpur district in Manipur after an unruly mob set fire to an open gym constructed at PT Sports Complex at New Lamka in Churachandpur district late last night, which was supposed to be inaugurated by Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren. The Manipur Home Department, sensing more troubles, has snapped internet connectivity and imposed Section 144 in the district. The district magistrate of Churachandpur, based on a report from the superintendent of police, said that there is a likelihood of a breach of peace, disturbance to public tranquility, and grave danger to human lives and public properties, has claimed prohibitory order under Section 144 of CRPC in the tribal-dominated district. The order said it would not apply to agencies of government involved in enforcement of law and order, maintenance of essential services, and public attending the inauguration of the open gym and public meeting at Sadhana Mandap in the district. An order issued by the State Home Department said social media has become a handy tool for rumor mongers and is being used to invite the general public, which might have serious repercussions for the law and order situation in Churachandpur and Farzol districts. It added that to prevent any disturbance of peace and order, the suspension of mobile internet services shall be enforced for the next 5 days with immediate effect in Churachandpur and Farzol districts. Local police quickly swung into action and dispersed the mob, but not before the venue was damaged with hundreds of burning chairs. The agitated mob managed to partially torch the newly set up open gym at PT Sports Complex at New Lamka, which Biren is slated to inaugurate on Friday afternoon, police said. The attack happened amid a protest by Indigenous Tribe Leaders Forum ITLF against a drive to clear reserved forested areas of farmers and tribal communities. In a statement, the forum claimed that despite repeated submission of memorandums to the government protesting an ongoing eviction drive to clear reserved forested areas of farmers and other tribal settlers, the government has shown no sign of willingness or sincerity in addressing the plight of the people. The group has called for a district-wise shutdown from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Kuki Students Organization KSO has also come out in support of the forum, alleging step-motherly treatment to tribals. Meanwhile, prohibitory orders under Section 144 CRPC has been imposed in border town More of Tengnopal district in view of apprehended danger of some event that has the potential to cause major public nuisance. The prohibitory orders were issued by the district magistrate of Tengnopal, Ranjan Yumnam, today. The district magistrate promulgated Section 144 CRPC in the whole of More town with immediate effect and restricted assembly of 5 or more persons and carrying out objects and carrying of objects which can be used as offensive weapons. The district magistrate said there is apprehension of violence and breach of law and order in More town, which may cause obstruction, annoyance, or injury to any person and danger to human life, health, or safety, leading to disturbance of public tranquility and riot. The district magistrate further warned violators of the restrictions of legal action. It may be recalled that a Joint Action Committee, JAC, seeking justice in the killing of Siamningthang Lupo, a resident of Kanan Veng under More in Tengnoupal district yesterday, announced to call More Band from 6 a.m. to register a protest against the killing. The committee has demanded the authorities to bring all culprits to book within 24 hours. Committee Secretary David Minmin Vaifei and convener Zamkhokam Mate in a statement had condemned the brutal murder of Siamningthang Lupo, son of Selal Lupo. The lifeless body of Siamningthang Lupo was spotted by locals this early morning, sending shockwaves through the community of border town More. The residents suspected foul play in Siamningthang's death, pointing out that his body bore visible marks of wounds. They also claimed a pool of blood was found on a bridge a few meters away from the spot. The committee said if the authorities fail to nab the culprits, they will launch agitation from 6 a.m. of April 28. It further said that the authorities should be held responsible for any eventuality. Now, decrying the failure of the authorities concerned to repair the Yairipok Nongpok Kaithilmanbi Road, irate locals have imposed an indefinite blockade along the route. Protesters came out in large numbers and enforced the blockade at various sections of the road such as Azad Golai, Changamdabi, and Top since early morning. They obstructed traffic movement on the road by piling up tree branches and burning tires. Several vehicles were forced to turn back by the protesters. The protesters said the government has failed to heed to their demand despite repeated appeals to repair the Yairipok Nongpok Kaithilmanbi Road. A Mayrapaibi leader criticized the authorities concerned for disregarding their appeal. She highlighted the difficulties faced by people, especially during monsoon season, and added that several potholes have appeared on the road, causing serious inconveniences to the commuters, and that they have to bear the brunt of dusty air during summer. She mentioned that deplorable road condition has caused numerous road mishaps in the past few months, some of them being fatal ones. Expressing unhappiness over the lack of positive response from the government till now to repair the road, she said that the blockade will continue until the road is repaired, adding that no access will be given to anyone except emergencies. Mention may be made that Top Chingtha Apunba Mayrapaibi had announced to launch an indefinite road blockade from April 28 in the event of failure of the authorities to start repair work on the road by April 27.
I ngasi semani hayeng semani haibana singba sarkar na senggodaba numito semba hek haudi phau manungda na khoi lambi se thingani aba sap manana sreida akoi ban tawrasi lambi se thingaji angang school le phalaji tangai phadaba ana yeki damakti doctor se yauragadi ana ba masa na heraga lakudam kadi khoi thadok sei adu nata bazate di akoi di amata sanhandre aba masida waru ningai leite Gari satla di full house hai. Gari family mein accident ho chuke hum yaar aisi mafam di da. Koi jab bakan le su masa le full ngale.
Na hallo.
Now, at least 4 people were injured in a multi-vehicle pileup on Mumbai-Pune Expressway. The accident occurred yesterday. It occurred when a truck hit a vehicle after its brake failed on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway. The truck eventually hit at least 12 vehicles. The accident, which took place near Maharashtra's Khopoli, saw around 7 to 8 cars crash into each other. Videos from the spot show the mangled and wrecked cars on the road with the injured people seated inside the ambulance. Meanwhile, police teams rushed to the site and sent the injured to the hospital. Vehicular traffic towards Mumbai was also affected for some time. No casualty has been reported yet. None of the injured have sustained any major injuries. It may be mentioned that earlier this month, 4 people were killed after the car hit a stationary truck on the Mumbai-Pune expressway. Now, Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren inaugurated the Agri-Horti Expo for Organic and Indigenous Products of Manipur and Buyer-Seller Meet, organized by Manipur Organic Mission Agency, MOMA, Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation, Manipur, at Hapta Kangjebung in Imphal today. The meet is organized under the sponsorship of Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Department Authority, Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India and Government of Manipur. It will continue till April 30. Speaking at the event, Chief Minister N. Biren maintained that the state government had been taking up various initiatives to develop horticulture products and promote organic farming, knowing the potential of the state. He continued that the state could become a model state among the northeast states if the state's potential and farmers' skills are utilized suitably, and asserted the need to know the feasibility of a product in a particular region. He further stressed the need for the Horticulture Department to identify the product's suitability and give emphasis on planting the identified product, and also mentioned on providing monetary and technical support to enhance their production. Stating the adverse effect of large-scale poppy cultivation on soil and environmental impact due to mass deforestation for the purpose, the Chief Minister expressed his government's firm stand in its War on Drugs campaign and uprooting poppy cultivation. And Biren also recalled that the government implemented organic farming in various parts of the state with 5,000 farmers covering 5,000 hectares in 2016. He added that the area covered under organic farming has been expanded to 37,900 hectares in the year 2021 and 2022. He stated that the state had been able to tap the demand for organic products of the state outside the country and is venturing into the global market space with the sole aim of providing remunerative prices for the farmers. Now, informing that organic products worth rupees 200 crore have been sold in the last 6 years, and out of which rupees 30 crore worth products have been sold outside the state, and about rupees 1.5 crore has been exported outside the country. Biren was hopeful that the expo would promote and increase the sale and marketing outside the country and export. He further mentioned that the market intervention scheme for horticulture products has been launched to support farmers with assured markets for their produce and preventive measures to curb food losses in the state. The Chief Minister further assured that farmers need not worry about a marketing platform for their produce, as the government has provision for buyback of their produce. Cold storage facilities have also been set up at many places. He also took the opportunity to inform that the Food Processing Unit, MAG Fruit Factory at Nilakuti is ready for inauguration, and asserted that the unit will have cold storage facility, cleaning, grading, sorting and packing facilities, specialized storage facilities, etc. Now, Anal Armed Forces Veteran Association, AAFVA, today celebrated 18th post-platinum jubilee at village of Beru Kudam in Chandel district. A memorial in honor of the Anal soldiers who served in various regiments at Indian Armed Forces was unveiled on the occasion. AAFVA Chairman S.T. Sousa spoke during the function. He recalled the supreme sacrifices made by 40 Anal soldiers who were part of the Indian Labour Corps of 1915, who went to England during the First World War during the colonial rule. The Indian Labour Corps was a force of workers recruited from the British Raj during World War I. He mentioned the names of the soldiers, including his father-in-law, St. Thumpa Naga. St. Susa said that the British government accorded his father-in-law with medal and cash award for his bravery in the war. He maintained that although the Anal, despite being a small community, have always served in the Indian Armed Forces Regiment, he maintained that the memorial was erected to facilitate the new generations to learn about the history and sacrifices made by their ancestors. He further maintained that the Anal Armed Forces Veteran Association has been extending necessary assistance to the people, keeping aside communal differences and assured to continue the same. He further thanked 26 Sector Assam Rifles Palel, 28 Sector Assam Rifles Kakching, 21 Battalion Assam Rifles Chandel, and 84 BRTF Company for their invaluable assistance in organizing the event. An annual souvenir of the association was released on the occasion. Various cultural and traditional shows took stage during the event.
Association celebration 28 April 2023 कारण 1914 से लेकर 1918 तक हमारा अनार कम्युनिटी जो है फ्रांस में इंग्लैंड में गया था 40 आदमी लेबर कॉर्प की तरफ से लोग जो है सबसे पहले अनार कम्युनिटी के अंदर फॉरेन में जाने वाला लोग है उनका रिमेम्बर के लिए आज हम इस मेडल को मेरा पास में है क्योंकि मेरा पिताजी का पिताजी मामा उसमें शामिल थे लेकिन वो लोग आते समय बम्बर होने के वजह घर नहीं पहुंच सका इसलिए 30 रुपीस एंड अलोंग विद द मेडल घर में पहुंचाया है लोइना ना अखोगी मतलब मसीदा 80 की मेडल 80 की मथाता इबसे एसटी थोम्पा नागा 1914 की मेडल ने से नागा क्लब हांगबसिंग दुसु मखोगी सेकेंड बेसिस द लाइबसिंग ना लागा 1952 द मखोना नागा क्लब हांगबनी असिनी लोइना ना हुजे अखोना तोबसे सेलिब्रेशन तोबसे जब से 1943 में हमारा एक आदमी पहले बार असम राइफल में गया था उसके बाद फिर 1944 में चप्पा आरती रूचो इंडियन आर्मी रेगुलर आर्मी में भर्ती हुआ है और उसके बाद बहुत आदमी लोग गया है लेकिन उनको यादगार के लिए आज 80 साल का पोस्ट प्लेटिनम जुबली कर रहा है इसका मतलब है कि जो आने वाला समय जनरेशन टू जनरेशन रिमेम्बरेंस के लिए हम लोग ने सबसे बड़ा वाला 15 फीट ऊंचा वाला पत्थर भी लगाया है उसके ऊपर में उनका नाम लिखा है और शो को जो हिस्सा लिया है ये दिया है
Now, former IMC Ward Number 18 Corporator Laimayum Inunganbi has urged the public to keep the water bodies at their respective localities neat and clean. She was speaking during a 3-day cleanliness drive at Takelkhong and its surrounding areas in Brahmapur Lalji Lakpalaikai in Imphal East. The drive is jointly carried out by Mayra Paibis and Anganwadi workers of Brahmapur Social Club, Bamon Laikai. Inunganbi said that the state will become clean and green only when the people have a sense of belongingness and work culture. She asserted that maintaining cleanliness is a collective responsibility and that it should not be the government. She further urged the people not to scatter garbage but to maintain proper disposal. She further maintained that the drive aims to restore the condition of Takelkhong, which has a close connection with the history of Manipur. Inunganbi further opined that people of the area would not have faced the recent water crisis if they had maintained and kept the pond clean. Former members of Ward Number 18, Ningombam Imochabi and RK Manorama, Mayra Paibis and Anganwadi workers took part in the drive. A tree plantation drive was also carried out in the area as part of the program.
Club ki asum mafam swaise ja leiba koi Mayra Paibi sangsan kumnamak amadi akoi Agalwadi ki member kumnamak ka BSC Brahmapur Social Club ki member singa khuchamnaraga 3 days camp presidential camp oina pangthokliba si asukhi matik yamna nungai phaujei isada haibadi isana sense of belongingness adedi isagi work culture isana leisure kandaida lamdamji lubanan haibdu oirakadoi ni sarkar da sum potla kanda train gumba kai ka potla kanda da sum paktai da sum tai da gi wakhinje akoi punna thadokminare haraga isagi ba da leiba train sinjeja hekta maning maya da chelaga leiba drain sinjeja batal gumba thadaba dei phataba ma hekta magi jaga natrabane haraga drain thadarakpa singasna ising nung khati tam khak tar ko kan da akoi imphal saijeja imphal mayon saijeja leiba pham sinjeji ayamane ising thumjalakpa singse isana wakhan kitanga khandabagi wakhan khara watpadagi ni haina haijaningi aduna ngasidi akoi sumaina pulap loi manara kanda sana ngasi haiba numisidagi lubanan ba jaga sing sengdokpa haure haurabina matung tarakwa numising da su isai-isagi akoi amot akai yumdagi leiraga leiba singdo sorokta puthoga dagi drain achoba akoi mafam singse thadadana leiba singse tawragumse.
It is time for a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Yojana PMKVY 4.0 scheme gi makhada hang dyer lang machu sangbagi free training pizagadori akaknaba sit masingni ahan balakpa miyoi singda hena khudong chabasu pizagani leifam gi khudong chabasu pizari akupa marol gidamak lengsin biraksi KB Philanthropy 5 Khabam Lamkhai Mantri Pukhi mobile number 873-2017-957 amadi 879-4275386 da contact tobiraknaba ninsingjai.
And welcome back. A free eye camp cum distribution of spectacles program was held at Samuro Market in Imphal West District today. Organized by Imphal East District United Clubs Organization IEDUCO along with Iroisemba Youth Development Club Iroisemba, the camp was held under the initiative of All Manipur United Clubs Organization AMUCO in association with National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment NPCB and VI and National Health Mission Manipur. Speaking to media on the sidelines of the camp, AMUCO President Nando noted the increasing number of people suffering from eye conditions and visual impairment. He stressed the need to get regular interval eye checkups and asserted that the same will avoid vision difficulties and eye diseases. He further urged the public to extend their support and cooperation towards the same. IEDUCO President KH Heramani Khaba, ophthalmologist CMOU Imphal Dr. Jayasri Janam, EYDC President Sanatomba, AMUCO Advisor Yangso Sang Koideng, AMUCO Vice President M. Thambo, AMUCO Secretary Publicity Laishram Krishnachandra, and Assistant Secretary Organization Pratap Laisangthem were among those present at the event. 7 doctors led by Dr. Jayasri and Dr. Samita checked up around 200 individuals at the camp, and free spectacles were also distributed to around 160 individuals. It may be mentioned that IEDUCO, in collaboration with its Apex organization and clubs, have been organizing the eye camp in various districts across the state. Now, India recorded 7,533 new coronavirus cases in the last 24 hours. The current COVID surge in India is showing signs of increase. The new infections took the country's total caseload to over 4.48 crore, while active coronavirus caseload has decreased to 53,852, which comprise 0.12% of the total infections. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll has climbed to 5,31,468, with 44 new deaths in the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,43,000 47,024. The country's recovery rate has improved to 98.68%. Over 220.66 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. Now, COVID-19 has infected over 68 lakh people, while more than 68,62,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 65,93 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Now let's look at some sports news. In Dubai Badminton Asia Championships, PV Sindhu, HS Pranoy and men's doubles pair of Satwik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty will be playing their quarter-final matches today. In women's singles, a two-time Olympic medalist Sindhu will be up against second-seeded An Se-young of South Korea. 8th-seeded Sindhu overpowered China's Yue Han in the last 16. In men's singles, 8th-seeded Pranoy has set up a last 8 clash with Japan's Kanta Suneyama. He defeated Indonesia's Chico Ora Dwi Wardoyo in the pre-quarterfinals. However, Kidambi Shrikant bowed out of the tournament after losing to 4th-seeded Kodai Naraoka of Japan. World Championships bronze medalist Satwik and Chirag, seeded 6th, will face 3rd-seeded Indonesians Muhammad Ahsan and Hendra Satyawan for a place in the semifinals. The Indian pair defeated Korea's Jin Yong and Na Sung Sweng in the round of 16. Mixed doubles pair of Rohan Kapoor and Sikki Reddy also got a spot in the quarterfinals after their second round opponents Seo Sang-jae and Chae Yu-jung of South Korea gave a walkover. The Indian duo will next meet Indonesian pair of Dejan Fardinasea and Gloria Emanuela Widzaza. However, a women doubles pair of Trisa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand knocked out of the tournament after handing a walkover to the South Korean combination of Jeong Na-yoon and Kim Hye-jong in the last 16. And now let's look at the headlines once again. Violent mob burns down newly constructed open gym at PT Sports Complex in Churachandpur. Section 144 clamped, internet services snapped. Section 144 CRPC imposed in More Town by district administration to prevent imminent dangers, major public nuisance. Angry residents enforce indefinite blockade along Yaripok Nongpok Kaithelmanbi Road as authorities fail to fulfill demand. At least 4 people injured in multi-vehicle pileup on Mumbai-Pune Expressway. Truck hits at least 12 vehicles. And Chief Minister inaugurates Agri-Horti Expo for organic and indigenous products of Manipur and buyer-seller meat. And that is all the news we have for now. Next up is 7 p.m. Manipur News. Keep watching IS News.